Hi everyone, in this video we're going to look at top 10 functions in Excel. Firstly, we're going to start with SUM function in Excel. It's a simple and effective way to add numbers without doing it manually. In my data you can see how many steps I made each day and week. If we want to know the total number of steps, we will use SUM function. Type equals SUM, then select your range in brackets. Mine is from B2 to B6 and hit enter. And we got total number of steps 32,500. And there is still faster way to do this sum instead of writing in cell. You can do this quickly by pressing Alt and equals on keyboard, and you have it done, even faster than first method. Next, we're going to explore the average function. The average, or mean, provides a quick way to summarize a set of numbers by finding their central value. Let's say we want to calculate the average score of these 4 test results. We'll simply type equals average, and in the brackets, we select the cells containing the scores we want to calculate. This will give us the average score of the tests from those selected cells, quickly summarizing the results. To make this process faster, we can apply the same formula to other rows using the small square tool at the bottom right corner of the cell, also called the fill handle. Next, let's look at the SUMIF function. This function is super useful when you want to sum values based on a specific condition. It allows us to add up only the numbers that meet a certain criterion. Range: this is the range of cells where Excel will check for the condition you specify, for example, the product categories. Criteria: the condition that defines what to include in the sum. It can be a specific value, like electronics, or a comparison like greater than 80. Sum range: this is the range of cells to sum. If it's not provided, Excel will sum the cells in the range. So let's say we want to know total sales of all electronics. It would look like this. Now it's showing 0 because I set criteria to empty cell. If we write now category name in that cell, it's going to show us total number of sales of that category. Next, let's explore the count function. This function is used to count the number of cells in a range that contain numeric values. For example, if we have a list of 6 employees, we can easily count how many of them have a salary listed. We will write count, and then specify the cells we want to include. As you can see, only 4 of our employees have listed salary. Next is COUNTA function. Unlike the count function, which only counts cells containing numeric values, COUNTA counts all non-empty cells, regardless of the type of data they contain. Next, let's look at the COUNTIF function. This function allows us to count the number of cells that meet a specific condition or criteria. For instance, if we have a list of employees, and we want to count how many of them have a specific job title, we can use COUNTIF. We'd write COUNTIF, cells in range and then job title. So we have 2 employees that works in IT department. Next is COUNTBLANK function. This function is useful for counting the number of empty cells in a specified range. Hey everyone! Combining cells in Excel is useful when you want to merge content from 2 or more cells into one. Concatenate function, or its modern version, CONCAT, allows you to join the contents of 2 or more cells. Here's how you can use it. Select the cell where you want the combined data to appear. Then start with equals, CONCAT, and in brackets write cells, which you want to combine. Now we have full name, but it's not good looking because there is no gap. We need to put quotes in between our cell numbers, and it will be perfect. After combining cells, you can quickly apply the same formula or pattern to multiple cells using the fill handle, the small square located in the bottom right corner of the selected cell. Next, let's dive into the XLOOKUP function. This powerful function allows you to search for a value in one range and return a corresponding value from another range. Let's say we want to find the salary of the employee named Bob. We would write this. Lookup value, the value you're searching for. Lookup array, the range where you're searching for the lookup value. Return array, the range where Excel will return the corresponding value. Now we can also format cell to currency. If we want to know more information like employee ID or job title, we can do the same as with salary. Next, let's look at the if function. This is one of the most commonly used functions in Excel, allowing you to perform logic-based calculations. The if function checks whether a condition is true or false and returns one value if it's true and another value if it's false. Let's say we want to evaluate employee performance and label each as good or needs improvement based on their performance score. We can use the if function to do that. Example, we have employee performance scores in column C. If the score is 80 or above, we'll label them as good. If it's below 80, we'll label them as needs improvement. Here's the formula. Logical test. The condition you're checking, for example, if a score is greater than or equal to 80, value if true, the result Excel will return if the condition is true like good. Value if false, the result Excel will return if the condition is false like needs improvement. Now that we have our if formula ready, we can apply it to all rows to evaluate every employee's performance at once. To do this, simply drag the small square, the fill handle. Next function we're gonna look at is max and min. The max function returns the highest value from a set of numbers, and the min function returns the lowest value from a set of numbers. So let's say we want to know what was our biggest profit. So we use function max and select our data, and we receive our highest profit. And we can do opposite with min. We can find which was our lowest profit. Thank you for watching our video on the top 10 functions in Excel. Understanding these functions can significantly streamline your workflow, help you make informed decisions, and boost your productivity in Excel. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell for more tutorials and tips. Don't forget to leave your questions or comments below. We love hearing from you.